Tonight it is my pleasure to present former University of New England women's soccer player Danielle DeRozier-Pearson for induction. The most decorated women's soccer player ever at UNE, Danielle was the driving force behind the powerhouse women's soccer teams of the mid-1990s. In 1994, she helped lead UNE to a program record of a 19-win season on their way to the NAIA District 5 championship. That season, she scored 15 goals and was credited with a school record of a single season 22 assists. The team won its first 19 games that season, including an NAIA regional tournament victory over Houghton before they fell to Georgian Court in the next round. As a 1996 graduate, she completed her brilliant four-year career as the career leader in goals with 56, assists with 43, and the total points of 155, and those marks still stand today. Danielle was a three-time Maine Athletic Conference Player of the Year, as well as a three-time honorable mention All-Region Player. It is my pleasure tonight to present to you Danielle DeRozier-Pearson.
Thank you very much. This is an incredible honor. And I'm humbled to be standing here before you today. And in my eyes, this achievement is the result of the efforts of many. And so I thank you for the opportunity to speak for a few minutes and share my thoughts. First of all, I want to thank the committee for selecting me for this amazing honor. I truly appreciate you taking the time to review the nomination material that Coach presented and deeming me worthy of this incredible honor. I also want to thank the incredible team that I had the privilege of playing with over the course of my career. We all know that there's no I in team, and that's definitely the case here. You cannot score goals if you don't have a team that can pass you the ball, and you can't have assists if you don't have a team who can finish and put the ball in the net. So I had an amazing team that I had the honor of playing with during my career that just really helped me to raise my level of play to the next level. So I am just honored and humbled to have played with such amazing women. I also want to share with you that I did not arrive at UNE the most talented soccer player. I came here with a lot of heart and a lot of determination, and I received that heart and determination from my mom and dad, who from a very early age instilled in me a strong work ethic. And I am very grateful for, I can't even look at them. I have very proud parents, but you know, from an early age, they just taught me that you can achieve anything that you want. And if you believe in yourself, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, it's what you believe in yourself that matters. And so they taught me that with faith, with perseverance, with a strong work ethic, with a positive attitude, you can achieve anything that you want in life. And so, Mom and Dad, thank you so much for all of your support, for your love, and just for believing me through the years. Those are invaluable lessons that I've carried with me through to today. In my honest opinion, this achievement would not have been possible, and it is as much, if not more so, the reflection of an incredible coach. And to truly understand what I mean by that, you have to understand a little bit about where I came from. So I'm from a small town in northern Maine. I played high school soccer, but I was not on a winning soccer team. We didn't have a star that I remember, but if we did, it wasn't me. I was not a team captain. I didn't have any records or anything impressive. The coaches that I did have had never played soccer, so they had no background. They didn't have a whole lot of knowledge of the game. And so, nor did I. We were kind of that kick it and run mentality. You just kind of, go. The word was booted. And so, I didn't know a lot of soccer terminology. I didn't have any fancy skills. I hadn't attended any soccer camps. I also wasn't a star student. I had average grades. I worked very hard to achieve A's and B's. And test taking was definitely not my gift. And so my SAT scores, we'll just say that they reflected that test taking wasn't my gift. And so I had a guidance counselor that strongly tried to discourage me from applying to UNE. He told me I would never get into the physical therapy program. Well, I'm stubborn, and so I applied. But in the meantime, I came down and I met with Coach Biggs. And very quickly, Coach was able to point out to me what I knew. It was the obvious, that I didn't have great SAT scores and that my grades were average. And I told him that I understood, and he said, "Do you understand the academic expectations of the physical therapy program?" And I said, yes, I do. And I truly believe that if given the opportunity, I will succeed and I will do it well. So obviously the rest is history. I did get into UNE, but I'm not sure what Coach Biggs saw in me that day. I'm not sure what he saw, and I have yet to ask him that. On paper, I probably should not have been accepted to UNE, but deeper than that, there was a will. And I'm so grateful that Coach Biggs saw the desire in my heart. I remember when I arrived my first preseason freshman year, I just had this feeling that I couldn't let him down. I was incredibly grateful for the opportunity to represent UNE both on and off the soccer field, and I was determined that I was going to make Coach proud of his decision. So over the course of four years, Coach continued to believe in me. Coach, as well as the amazing assistant coaches that we had, Andy and Billy and Todd, they just poured their belief in me. They taught me skills. They taught me the basics of the game. They taught me the terminology of the game. And so I took those skills. I took what I learned from them, and I worked hard. I did. I spent a lot of hours before school. I would spend a lot of hours after school. I spent my summers really working to be the best player that I could be. But deeper than that was what they taught me about being a leader. And they taught me how to be a leader on the field and off the field. And one example of that is when Coach sat down with me my senior year to talk to me about being the captain. He shared with me that, I'm sure he shared many things, because Coach has a way with words. The two things that really stood out and that I remember today were two leadership qualities. And he said, I want you to be a captain because a leader is someone who has a strong work ethic, and that's you. And he told me that he really wanted me to stay true to who I was. And I wasn't someone who was a crowd follower, and he knew that, and he said, you just need to stay true to who you are. And I took those skills with me and carried them into my professional life. So they were important on the soccer field and helped us to have success, but I took them into my life. And as I graduated and went on to work in the physical therapy world, within a year I promoted and earned my way into a leadership position and continued to hold management positions until I cut back to working per diem to raise my family. So just invaluable lessons that I learned here at UNE. So Coach Biggs, I just want to say thank you for believing me when few others did. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I don't know that you'll ever know the depth of the impact that you've had on my life in helping me become who I am, so thank you. This sounds a little cliche, but to me, success isn't measured in your number of goals or the number of assists or the number of awards that you've achieved. That's not, to me, what determines success. It's who you become along the way, and it's the number of lives that you touch. On paper, 18 years ago, I probably shouldn't have been accepted to UNE, but on paper, today, I am certain that my mom and dad are proud. I'm certain that I made Coach Biggs proud of his decision, but more importantly, I'm proud of the way that I represented UNE and the opportunities that it afforded me to become the person that I am today. And so the one thing that really stands out in my mind as I look back on my career is that we all have the ability to make a difference in somebody's life. Whether you're a parent, a grandparent, a professor, a coach, an administrator, a friend, a coworker, we all have that ability to make a difference in somebody's life. And sometimes it's, a good job or a pat on the back or a smile. Sometimes it's believing in somebody when nobody else does, or just giving them a word of encouragement, giving them a chance when nobody else does. And so I just encourage you to never underestimate the power that you have in making a difference in somebody's life by believing in them. So today I'm blessed to celebrate this special occasion with my parents and some of my teammates, with my mom and dad, my beautiful 5 children and my husband who are here supporting me. Thank you guys for being difference makers in my life today. And I just want to say to Coach, to Amy, to Sarah, to my mom and dad, thank you for being difference makers in my life and for sharing this honor and making it possible. So thank you.